Oh, welcome Aries, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading your astrology chart today as I'm pulling cards for you, Aries. Now there's a lot going on in the chart today, so I'm just going to pull, Aries, what I can find that I feel is going to be important for you, your sign personally. So this is for all Aries, Sun, Moon and Ascendants, but the placements will be for Aries Ascendants. Now currently we have Moon in Aquarius, just entered in 1 degrees as I'm reading at the time of reading, and it is in conjunction with Pluto. Now this may feel like Pluto is all about changes and transformations, or deep changes and transformations. So having the moon in conjunction with Pluto may feel like an emotional detachment, or being able to let go of things emotionally, finally being able to let go. So it could be people, places or things that you could be deciding to emotionally let go of over this time. Now I'm just pulling cards here so I can see what it is that they want me to have a look at for you, Aries, while we're going. So I'm going to be having a look at the energies of Libra, Mercury and Uranus, or Aquarius. Currently reading Aquarius now with the moon and Pluto sitting in tight conjunction there as of today. So here it could be, as I said, an emotional release, or a finally being able to decide to let go. And I say decide because we're sitting in Aquarius, which is an air sign. So it could be coming to terms emotionally and mentally with wanting to all the changes and transformations that your soul has been urging you to take. So here it is. By tomorrow, the 19th of August, it will be moving through the sign of Aquarius, and it will be coming into a full moon as it will be sitting opposite the sun in Leo. So it's also sitting, it'll be opposing Mercury. Mercury is in retrograde at the moment. Now this may feel like a need to go inward because it's Mercury. So it's a time of reviewing, going over the past things. It could be reviewing parts of your life that may want you to feel like you may need to let go of, because we've got that Mercury. It's also sitting across on the Mercury. So you're going into kind of like a review, or going through physical items that you have, or physical scenarios or situations. As I said, it's bringing together both the heart and the mind in a way that you can come to terms with and deal with. We have the Chariot in the reverse position. Now the Chariot in the reverse position, while this Mercury is in retrograde through to the end of August, I believe to the 28th of August, it is asking you just to stop the wheels. There's no lack of movement, meaning that it becomes a time of reflecting or going within, just reviewing things rather than moving forward with any plans that you have. So if you're feeling like the emotional detachment that I'm feeling from the moon and the Mercury down the bottom in Aquarius in conjunction, it may just be asking you to maybe just slow things down a little bit and not make any rash decisions when it comes to letting go or detaching from situations. You may start getting the urge to detach because of the placement of the moon with Mercury, but it's saying just hold on for now, because we have the moon and Pluto in conjunction, but they are opposing Mercury in retrograde. So it's just saying just hold on for the moment. Now we have got the Hierophant in the reverse position, and we also have the Magician in the reverse position. All in the reverse to me is indicating that you do need to review or revisit things from the past. So go through past things here. Now it could be the non-conformity, being not conforming to mainstream ideas. Now this is an Aquarian thing. It's also a Uranus thing. Uranus is sitting in Taurus at the moment, and it will be forming a square or a T-square to the moon and the sun, which is a little bit of a challenging aspect, and it's asking you just to think about how ways where you are unique and able to be uniquely yourself. However, it is saying that you just need to hold off, given the cards we've got on the table, as well as Mercury being in retrograde. It's just saying you just slow down. You may be thinking about these things, thinking about ways where you don't want to conform to mainstream ideas, ways that you want to be different, ways that you want to wield your magic and your manifesting ability, and really take hold of your creative abilities or your ability to be able to manifest here. But it's saying just think about these at the moment. It's not moving forward with it because we have the Chariot in the reverse position, which is at a halt now. And I'm given that I'm feeling is because Mercury is in retrograde at the moment, and that'll stay in retrograde until the 28th of this month, August. So after that, and we do, by the end of this week of this astrology, we're looking forward for the week ahead. Now we'll be moving into the Virgo, so it's a grounding sign. So I feel the energies here will be more grounded, more balanced, more stable. I feel at the moment with that Uranus currently is sitting in an earth sign, but it's sitting in a squaring aspect to those other signs which I mentioned, because the cards here are wanting us to talk about Mercury, what Mercury is doing at the moment in retrograde. Also wants to talk about what's happening in Aquarius, because it's going to be important to you. You're going to feel that Aries, that is a sun, that's a sign of the sun, given that's in a trining aspect to you, Aries, the Leo currently. So that it is affecting you because Mercury is in retrograde in Leo, which is also a fire sign. So I feel you're going to feel these energies. Now let's take a look at where you are, Aries. I'm just having a look to see what's going on there. Of course, Chiron's still in your sign. It'll be there for a while. That is all about going through the wounds of the past or past traumas, trying to heal and deal with those, perhaps teaching from those could be a thing that's coming up for you. I do feel because it's the retrograde Mercury, we're just sitting back on any ideas to mentally come to terms with things and deal with things. And then I feel like emotionally letting go or detaching from different situations could be related to the Chiron that's sitting in your first house there, Aries. So taking a look at Libra, Libra is sitting opposite you, of course, so it wants to look at what's in opposition. We have currently the South Node in opposite position to you. So I feel like that is bringing in areas related to past energies, because your South Node is all about past energies, traumas, past lives, anything related to the past. And Mercury is a wonderful time to revisit things or evaluate things. So I feel there's a big connection here that you're going to be feeling, Aries, that's going to be very important for you. Given the cards on the table, it is saying though, don't make any rash movements at the moment, just hold back on your ideas. So you're going to be feeling things ways that you want to feel like you don't feel so trapped anymore, or that you can use your creativity and your magical abilities in a way that's unique to you. So these are all areas, issues or ideas that could be coming up for you in the week ahead, Aries. Thank you for joining me. Taurus, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now there's a little bit going on in the chart today, so I'm going to be reading the chart as I'm shuffling for you, Taurus, so I can pull out things that are maybe relevant to you. First of all, I'm seeing Uranus. Uranus is in your sign at the moment, so just taking a look there. Uranus in your first house is encouraging you to be truly uniquely yourself. It could be asking you to get in touch with ideas around technology, revolution, rebellion, things that where you can stand your ground on things, stay in and have your own ideas and critical thinking, I'm feeling. Okay, so Taurus, let's get into your tarot while I'm looking at the chart for you. Okay, the cards that it's drawing my attention to will be Virgo, which is also a earth sign like you, Taurus. So therefore it's saying that this will be trining energies that's going to help and assist you. Now by the end of this week we have the Sun moving into Virgo, and this is where it's going to be highlighting or bringing in energy that's going to help you and assist you find ways that you can be truly uniquely yourself and come into terms with how unique you are and the unique skills and gifts that you have, Taurus. Now I'm feeling also here, because we have Aries, Aquarius at the moment, we have Moon sitting in conjunction with Pluto. Now this is Uranus, which is sitting in your first house, is the ruler of Aquarius. And what's going in Aquarius right now, as of the time I'm reading this, is that the moon has gone into Aquarius. Now, the moon's all about emotions, so here it's representing that you may need to detach, let go, or change, or transform some of your emotions. We've got the moon here in reverse. Okay, so a few cards fell out for you, Taurus, and I'm just laying them out, and then I can get onto your reading, because so many cards fell out for you. So we have got the Eight of Swords is in the reverse position. The Hierophant is in the upright position. We have the Nine of Cups in the reverse position, and we have the Moon in the reverse position, as well as the Magician in the reverse position coming up for you. So it's wanting me to take a look at your 12th house, Taurus, to see what is going on there for you in your 12th house. So it is Chiron energy there, the wounded healer. Now, while it's not making any aspect to you, the cards are indicating that there could be a time where you're needing to go within, and I'll explain why that's important. But to go within, maybe to meditate, to ground. I'm feeling here with you, and you're a very grounded sign anyway, being that you're Taurus, but I'm feeling like there could be a sense of needing to ground, balance, and re-energize yourself from other people's energies, is how it feels. The energy feels quite strong at the moment for this current week, especially when we go into a full moon, which is coming up tomorrow, the 19th of August, because the moon is going to be sitting across from the sun. But the sun is in conjunction to Mercury, which is in retrograde. Taurus, there's a lot happening for you over this current week. We've got a lot playing out in the chart here. We have a lot of cards on the table. The moon in the reverse position is saying there is a clear path ahead, but it is indicating that I need to take a look at what's going on with the moon here around your energy, Taurus. Now, the moon is currently sitting in conjunction to Pluto, which is highlighting a need to perhaps let go of things emotionally or detach from things emotionally. Pluto is all about change and transformation. Perhaps the moon is asking you to finally come to terms emotionally with changes and transformations that have gone in your life, or that may be coming up in your life, and particularly you may be feeling this over this current week. Now, Mercury is in retrograde this week, and it will be until the 28th of August. So it's asking you just kind of go within at the moment and not make any rash decisions. You just need to re-evaluate things. The cards on the table is saying that it's asking us to take a look at what is going on with Virgo. Virgo at the end of this week will be in Virgo season when the moon hits Virgo. I feel the energies are going to be a lot kinder at that time and not feel so I'm kind of feeling like anxiety kind of energy, and it's feeling like it's quite intense energy is how a better way to put that. So the intensity of the energy over the current week will ease off for you, Taurus, by the end of the week when we start to go into Virgo season. That energy is trining, making a trining aspect to you, and that's going to be more beneficial for you. But over this current week here at the moment, it's asking you to not move forward with things. You need to perhaps just reevaluate your current situations, get more knowledge or information on things that are making you feel trapped, things that are making you feel like you can't be uniquely yourself. And I'm saying that because we have Uranus sitting in your first house, Taurus, which is all about energies of wanting to free you and wanting to allow you to feel less trapped in your life. So these things are coming up for you over this week. Actually, they will be, you'll feel this energy for quite a while Uranus is 27 degrees still in your sign, Taurus. So it's still, and it's a very slow moving planet. So it's one of the outer planets. So it will be there for a while yet, but this will bring to light ways that you need to be truly unique, and ways that things in your life that make you feel trapped. It's wanting to highlight those things. Now, the 12th house energy is also like a freedom energy. The 12th house is kind of like escapism, ways that people escape life. So they go within, they can, there's all kinds of things. There's recreational drugs for some people. It could be like over meditation, over yoga, always meditating, always doing yoga, kind of like an escape from the material earthly plane. So, but being a very earth sign, I feel you do need to be grounded. It is saying that it's okay to seek a spiritual pursuit and do your meditation, do your 12th house things, but it's saying be very careful not to get too drawn down into that realm of the earthly realm. So you do need to balance, you do need to ground here as well. Now I'm feeling here with the 9 of Cups in the reverse position, it's saying that it could be a time of heightened energy around manifesting. Manifesting is we've got two energies, the wish card and the manifesting card, both in the reverse position. So it's saying perhaps you could feel a little bit blocked around your manifesting abilities, or your way in that you know wishes coming true is all about manifesting as well. You could be feeling a little bit blocked there as well. Now I'm feeling with the moon in reverse, I think that's related to there's some things that you may have to let go of, being that currently the moon is in conjunction to Pluto, or coming to terms with things that you have to let go of, or you have let go of in the last few months. Now I am feeling also what's important for you, Taurus, is that you allow yourself to shine, because after all we do have the sun sitting still in Leo at the moment. So it's asking you to shine, but it's asking you to not get too overwhelmed by any heavy intense energies that's playing out over this current week. I feel by the end of the week things are going to move a lot freer for you, and I feel more balanced and calm. The energy is going to feel a lot calmer by the end of this current week, and I'm going from Sunday to next Sunday. Thank you so much for joining me, Taurus. I will see you again for your astrology tarot reading next week. Thank you for joining me, Gemini, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I am doing a astrology reading for you. I'm checking the chart as I'm pulling cards for you, and there's so much going on in the chart at the moment that I'm just going to pull through things that I feel are relevant to you uniquely, Gemini. So this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon and Ascendant, but particularly if you're in a Gemini Ascendant, it's going to work quite strongly here with this energy. Now it's wanting me to take a look at Scorpio, which is very empty at the moment. There's nothing going on in Scorpio, but it is saying that you may have some intense shadow work to do here over this current week. And also we have the Cancer, which is the card of moody and sensitive. So it may be you may be feeling a little bit moody or insensitive over this current week. So let's take a look at what's going on for the week ahead. Now looking into your sign, Gemini, we have still got some big players sitting in your house, some big planets. We've got Jupiter, which is the planet of luck, expansion and growth, sitting in your first house, bringing forward a lot of big energy. It's highlighting or amplifying whatever's going on at the moment. Now it is sitting there in conjunction currently with Mars, in a very tight conjunction, 18 and 17 degrees, and that's giving you that extra stamina or strength to feel like you can conquer or achieve anything. But I am feeling with the energy of the 4 of Cups in the reverse position is saying that you do need to be a little bit more receptive to any offers that you're receiving. So while you've got this extra energy or stamina and strength that's around you, and it's bringing in new ideas or new opportunities for you that you do perhaps need to take a look at, because we've got that lucky planet of Jupiter currently sitting there at the moment. Now coming down to the moon at the moment, currently sitting in conjunction with Pluto, the planet of changes and transformations. It's saying that you may need to release, let go of, or take opportunities around things of letting go, and this is trining your energy. It's sitting in an air sign, so the energies are trining, so they're very helpful. So this emotional letting go of emotional baggage is how I'm feeling, is quite important over these next 2 days while the moon is sitting in Aquarius in a trining position to you. I feel like it's allowing you to let go of any emotional baggage that you might be carrying at this time, any unhealthy emotions here, any moodiness or insensitivities or energies around mood swings, up and down mood swings as well. Now we have got the 10 of Wands, and that's in the reverse position, and it is saying that don't take on anything else. I know I'm a Gemini myself, so I know we're very prone to saying yes to everything and putting our hands in all kinds of pies, and being very busy. So it is saying at this time, just hold back, don't take on any new projects, don't say yes to different things. You need to just reevaluate, because we do have Mercury sitting in reverse at the moment in tight conjunction with the Sun, and this over from the 19th of August will be a full moon, because we'll have the moon sitting opposition to the Sun, and that's going to be causing the full moon, of course, but it's sitting the moon will be opposing Mercury in retrograde, so it's asking you kind of just to reevaluate. Don't reevaluate any offers too, I'm feeling, given that we've got that the offers card on the table, as well as being careful and being careful what you take on, because we've got that Mercury. You may overload yourself at this time, or you may come up with some really good ideas and you think, yep, I'll go full steam ahead, because you've got that Mars in your first house, and then you may feel like, oh, I've bitten off a little more than I can chew here. So it's just asking you to be a little bit careful around that. I feel the energies by the end of the week will be a little bit smoother as we come into a more grounded kind of earthy sign. It's a little bit of a rest sign, but at the moment it's saying your ideas could be looking, reevaluating things from the past, reevaluating past ideas, but not making any moves at this time, while retrograde Mercury will be in retrograde right till the end of the month, to the 28th of August. Now Mercury is your ruler, so it does affect you greatly, but I like Mercury retrograde. I'm one of those strange people that are not that phased by it. I actually quite enjoy the energies of Mercury going into retrograde. It's almost like a bit of a reprieve, or a bit of a break from that constant mind ideas or mind chatters, and it allows me to get a bit of a clearer vision for upcoming days and weeks ahead once it goes into its forward motion. So thank you for joining me, Gemini. I will see you again next week. Oh, welcome Cancer, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm going to be reading your astrology chart for the week ahead while I'm pulling cards for you. So we've got the 12th house for you as well, and we also have the Saturn. I'm just pulling cards to see what they want to focus on out of the astrology chart, because there is actually so much going on at the moment that I want to make this kind of more narrowed down to what's important to you, Cancer. Now there's nothing going on in your house at the moment, Cancer, and as I take a look across to see what's going on in opposition to you, Cancer, I can see that there's nothing going on in Capricorn either. So I don't want to turn that one. We want to keep that in the upright position, and we want to keep the Knight of Swords also in the reverse position. Okay, so what we've got going on for you is we have the Three of Wands in the upright position, asking you to expand your ideas and go bigger. But then we have this energy of this Knight of Swords, and he's kind of holding back at the moment. So what that's indicating is that there could be all these ideas coming up, but they're not moving forward. We do have Saturn on the table. Now Saturn, I believe, should still be in retrograde as I have a look. Yes, it is. It's still sitting in retrograde in the 12th house of the zodiac, which is what we've got here that we want to focus on. So for your reading, Cancer, they want to focus on what's going on in Pisces at the moment, which is a trining sign. Energies there that are there to help you. So we currently have Saturn sitting there. We also have Neptune sitting there. So Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and that's wanting you to be very flowy at the moment and just go with the flow with things. It's not, instead of just charging forward on different tangents or different ideas, it's saying be a little bit more flowy with where the universe takes you and guides you to go. Because the cards are sitting here saying we need to take a look at what's going on in the 12th house of the chart of the zodiac, which is the Pisces, and that of course is your trining sign, because it's a water sign to you, Pisces. So while there's nothing going on in your sign at the moment, Cancer, we do have activity playing out in your sister sign of Pisces. So we have Saturn sitting there, which is on the table. Saturn brings in different challenges, but I'm feeling it's in retrograde, so it is saying that these challenges are more internal, and it's asking you to internalize things a little bit more and go within, again, because we had that secluded energy of the Pisces energy about meditating, going within, seeking spiritual pursuits, tapping into your spiritual energy here. So you could be looking at perhaps there could be things where you're thinking about taking on new spiritual pursuits, or maybe making a business out of something to do with like a creative energy, something that you have around a spiritual energy. It could be energy of creativity as well, because I'm feeling the fire here with the wands, and you're looking at where you've come so far and what's on the horizon for you. So you're looking at taking the next big leap, the next big plunge, what's new for you, expanding, perhaps taking things to a bigger level. But it's saying at the moment, just hold back a little bit, especially while we've got that Mercury in retrograde till the 28th of August, and then it will be more free to move through a little more freely without challenges. But at the moment, it's about tapping into your spiritual energy, going with the flow a little bit more, rather than just charging ahead full steam ahead. So at the moment, we've got the moon, as of reading this today, the moon is sitting in tight conjunction with Pluto, and that is a little bit of a kind of a detachy energy. I am feeling like a little bit of a detachment around that 12th house energy of Pisces too. It's all about detaching and detachment, and because it's your trining energy, the detaching yourself away from things that have been heightened emotionally, detaching yourself from that a little bit, I feel could be very beneficial to you coming up. So it's kind of letting go of any emotions or even anxieties, things that have been kind of playing with your emotions a little bit. And it could be because you've got some changes on the horizon. It could be that you've got some transformations that you're making. But I feel like the energy here is saying the detachment is what's really important here. Detaching from some things is letting go almost of some things, and learning to just be a little bit more flowy and go with the flow here. So thank you so much for joining me, Cancer. I will see you again next week. Thank you for joining me, Leo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now we still have the Sun in your house for the rest of this astrology week. It will then move out of your sign and into Virgo. So make the most of this energy over the next week, Leo, as your Sun sits in your house, in your first house. Now we've got the 5th house energy here. It's asking you to use this time to have more fun, have more joy, and you are 5th house, of course. Being your Leo, you are the 5th house of the zodiac. So it is saying that you do need to just focus on just having a little bit more pleasure, a little bit more fun in your life, a bit more joy, a bit more creativity as well. Creativity is very important in that 5th house as well. Okay, just dropped a couple of cards on the floor, had to pick them up. So it's wanting me to have a look at energy of the moon, because moon rules Cancer, and also what's going on in the 9th house of the zodiac, which is Sagittarius. So what's happening there with Sagittarius, just taking a little bit of a quick look before I hone into what's going on with you. It's a fire sign, so it's trining energies to you. There's nothing going on in Sagittarius, but it is saying that the energies here, we've got the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse position. There could be a feeling of lacking experience. Could it be asking you to get more knowledge or more information, higher education, given that the card of the 9th house is on the table. And it is saying that you may need to get like professional opinion here as well, especially if it's related to anything to do with laws. You will need to seek professional information, education here, because you don't quite have the skills to handle the situation properly or correctly here. So we're looking at the moon. The moon currently, as of reading this, is sitting in conjunction, it's sitting in Aquarius, and that is sitting in conjunction opposition to you, of course, Leo, and it is sitting in conjunction to Pluto. So it is saying that there may be a little bit of an emotional letting go, or learning to deal with changes and transformations and accept the emotions that come along with that. And that's sitting in opposition to you, so it's kind of like a push and pull energy, and a almost feeling like you're trapped energy. So it's trapped energy, given that it's Aquarian energy. So it could feel like you're a little bit trapped, you're not being able to be uniquely self emotionally. We've also got the 8 of Wands, so swift outcome. And then I pulled another one over here, which is the 2 of Cups in the reverse position. Okay, let's get into your reading, Leo. So currently, as of reading this, we've got the moon sitting in conjunction to Pluto, sitting across from you, Leo. So therefore, it's saying that there could be a need to let go of things emotionally or detach emotionally from certain situations, or to emotionally deal with changes and transformations that has been happening. Now, these could be making you feel trapped, or you could be struggling to deal with this energy, or to let go, and the universe just wants the highest good for you. So whatever's happening around you is just saying it is all, of course, for your highest good. Now, the energy feels to be coming in very thick and fast and very strongly here with that wand energy. That's fire energy, the same as you, Leo, but it feels quite intense energy, and it feels quite fast, like all these things are hitting you and coming into your frame of reference very fast. So your vicinity or your energetic body is taking on this bombardment of energy is what I'm getting. It's like you're taking on so much energy. It could be other people related, because we've got the 2 of Cups, and it's saying that you need to have boundaries here, because not all of this stuff that's coming at you is your stuff, and you're taking it on like it is your stuff, but you should really be putting up some boundaries here against other people. Now, the moon's important here because we've got that on the table. It's the Cancer card is asking me to take a look at the moon. Of course, we've got the moon sitting as of the 19th of August, will be sitting in opposition to the sun, and that therefore we'll be having our full moon tomorrow. Now, it is also it's quite a big placement here, big energy here, because it is sitting like across from Mercury, which is at retrograde, asking you to go within, take a look at ways that you feel trapped, what makes you feel trapped, what things make you feel like you don't have enough boundaries, where you need to put some boundaries up, where you feel like you're not having enough fun, or where you need to feel like you need to get a little bit more information, education, or professional opinion. So these are the things that are asking you to assess, because Mercury is in retrograde. It's asking you to evaluate and assess these different things. And it's sitting in across from the moon at the moment, so very important. You may need to be coming to terms with things emotionally as well, or letting go of things emotionally. So let's take one more little look at what else is going on for you, Leo. Leo, of course, we're sitting right at the moment, we're sitting squaring the Chiron, which is the wounded healer. So it can bring in a few little issues from the past, a little few wounds in the past. Perhaps you've had your blindfolds on or your protective walls up because of things that you've dealt with in the past. So these things that could be firing at you, even things from the past related, or people from the past, energies that you've been through, could be rising up to the surface here as well. These things could be all playing out for you, Leo. So let's take a look at some good energies for you. We want to finish your reading on a positive note. So of course we still have the sun energy still sitting in your house this week, in your first house, and even though it's sitting in conjunction to Mercury in retrograde, it's still saying take these final moments to seek pleasure. Even though I feel there could be a little bit of tiredness energy around that, I'm feeling that moon is bringing in a little bit of tiredness. I'm feeling like the energy is still an opportunity for perhaps you're partied out, or you've been taking things a little bit too extreme, or the energy has been too full on and it's left you a little bit tired, that energy. So where it's saying you've been having a lot of fun, a lot of pleasure, you may need a little bit of rest over this current week for some of you. But I feel what's most important here is that you take a look at ways where you feel trapped, where you feel like you're needing to have boundaries and say no, or you need to put walls up against energy that's coming your way. Seek professional opinions where you need to. So thank you for joining me, Leo. I will see you again next week. Welcome, Virgo, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm going to be pulling cards for you while I'm reading the chart to see what's coming up for the week ahead for you, Virgo. This is Sun, Moon and Ascendants. Now it's asking me to take a look at what's going on in in Pisces, which is your opposition sign, but also what's going on around the ninth house kind of areas. So the ninth house being rules, laws, ethics, and higher knowledge. So what we're looking at here is sitting across from you at the moment is Pisces. We've got Saturn sitting there in retrograde, as well as Neptune sitting in retrograde. Now this could be blocking your flow a little bit. It could be making you feel like you're not moving forward, or that you're butting heads with the universe. It could be that there's different hurdles or feel like challenges coming your way. I'm feeling like they could be internal though. You're dealing with some things emotionally or internally. Now taking a look at where the moon is in Aquarius at the moment, and that's asking you to be more unique, or taking a look at how emotionally you can feel fulfilled while being uniquely yourself. Now it is sitting, as I said, very closely to Pluto at the moment in Aquarius. So it's the energy here. We've got that justice about balancing your energies here, which is going to be very important for you. Now I'm feeling we've got the full moon coming up tomorrow, which is the 19th of August, and that'll be sitting, so we'll have the moon sitting in opposition to Mercury in retrograde, and we'll have the sun of course sitting across from the sun, which is how we get our full moon. So it's asking you, it's bringing this crescendo of energy to a heightened energy, like it's like this build up of energy. This energy that I'm feeling is either like anxiety energy or excitement energy, but it's bubbling to the surface, and it reaches its peak or its crescendo by tomorrow. So I'm feeling that what's important here is that it may help you release or let go of or go with the flow a little bit more, or not feel so blocked, because we have that moon, that Saturn and retrograde Neptune sitting across from you at the moment, Virgo. At the end of the week we have Virgo going into your sign, which will be in Virgo's season, and I'll go through what's coming up there next week. But taking a look at what's important, it's wanting to look at the justice and how you can feel a little bit more balanced in your life. Now we've also got coming up around you, Virgo, so sitting in trining energies to you is the Aquarius energy, Uranus. Uranus wants to bring in ways that you can feel less trapped in your life, and the energies here of being uniquely yourself. So that's what's going to help you get through your situation, is how do you feel uniquely yourself? Are you being truly yourself here? Now we've got emotional fulfillment around family, and there we've also got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So perhaps you feel the energy has maybe felt like it's pushed you too hard, and here we're looking at meditation card coming up here, connecting with spirit. So we've got the energies of Pisces, where it wanted me to take a look at Pisces to see what's going on there in your opposite sign. So this energy is in retrograde, so it could be quite challenging being in opposition, but it could also be very internal for you. So I'm feeling there could be a bit of an emotional unrest or some emotional bubbling coming to the surface for you. So, and it's coming in from within outwards. So it feels to be that you've got to be a little bit more balanced with your energy, and it's saying maybe you've been pushing yourself too high and not resting. So it's like this extreme. So, too much sleep or not enough sleep, or you've been working too hard, not enough rest, or too much rest, not enough work. It's like this balancing. It's like one extreme to the other, and you're always sitting on one end and not in a balanced position. So it's asking you just to take a little bit of a look at that. Perhaps you need to meditate, get connected, get grounded, get in touch with your spiritual self, and here seeking emotional fulfillment, perhaps through family or the close bonds of the people that you have around you. So thank you so much for joining me, Virgo, for your astrology reading. I will see you again next week. Thank you for joining me, Libra, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm going to be reading the astrology chart while I'm pulling cards for you, so I can see what's coming up for you. What we're taking a look at for you will be 11th house, and we'll be taking a look at Uranus and what's happening there. So needing to reform, awaken and reform here, and new projects perhaps on the horizon for you. We also have this fallen out card is Aquarius energy, which of course is the same, very similar energy to Uranus energy, asking you to be authentic and uniquely yourself. We have got the 8th house, sharing, give and take, but I'm feeling this energy is quite Libran energy there here with what we've got going on for you. So let's pull some cards while I take a look at the chart for you, Libra, to see what's going on here. Now Libra, we have got the only thing that's happening for you is the South Node is sitting in your first house. So this could be highlighting or making you think about the past a little bit, past situations, past people. It could be past lives. You could be getting into things like reincarnation and past life. Now we've got here the 7 of Swords. It's just asking you to just take a little bit more precautions, be a little bit wary about where you put your energy, where you put your trust, I'm feeling as well. And I'm just taking a look at what else is going on for you, Libra. So over in Gemini, we've got currently sitting Uranus and we have Jupiter and Mars sitting there. So that's squaring you at the moment. That's trining your energy at the moment, helping you. It's helping you get through. So that bigger burst of energy that's coming in from Mars, and certain situations that could be expanding for you to address, or it could be opportunities, because Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansion and growth. So we could be getting this really great positive energy of new opportunities coming in around you or for you, Libra, to help you through your situation. Now we've got over in your other trining sign, we've got the Moon and Pluto at the moment. So we've got this Moon as of today kind of sitting in, sitting in conjunction to Pluto, where it's asking you to come to terms with things that you may need to let go of, change or transform on emotional level, or that you may be detaching or letting go of certain things emotionally and finally being able to do that. Now we've got sitting in your opposition position is Chiron, of course, so that is where I'm feeling like there could be some things around the past that could be coming up for you, things that you're either past life dealing with or past traumas, past things coming to light around it past for you. Now we've also got nothing going on in your other squaring sign, so it's okay. Just had to pick up your cards there at the moment. So we've got the Chariot in the reverse position, so it's saying wheels are kind of on hold at the moment. We've got the Temperance in the reverse position, and we've got the 4 of Wands in the upright position, saying that there'll be a reward for effort. Now I'm feeling this is coming in because we've got Mercury sitting in retrograde at the moment, and that's just saying that the wheels could be kind of stopped at the moment or not moving forward. There could be a few blockages. Now it's asking me to take a look at what's happening with Uranus and what's happening in Aquarius. This is what's most important for you. Okay, so these are the cards on the table are asking me to take a look at what's going on with Uranus energy and what's in energy. Aquarian energy is here to help you, so that would be that things that you're releasing or letting go of, coming to terms emotionally with changes that may be happening, taking place, or detaching from things emotionally, which is very important for you at this time, Libra. But I'm feeling it's connected to the past issues. I'm feeling there's a little bit of a connection there, especially since we've got that squaring energy with Chiron at the moment for you, which will be there for a while, but that'll bring up past traumas or things that you need to move through and work through, which could be a little bit of a struggle for you to actually face things. It could be people from the past coming into your life, forcing you to face these things head on. Now I'm feeling also here you need to be a little bit deceptive. You need to be a little bit cautious with your energy, cautious of deception, but cautious of people around you trying to take advantage of you. Slow the wheels down a little bit. There could be some delays that's coming in around you for things that you're dealing with at the moment. Could be happening a little bit slower than what you would like. Now with the control issues, we have got the Temperance in the reverse. That's asking you to take a little bit more control about what goes into your body, what you consume, and control. I'm feeling it's like getting a better handle of your emotions here and getting control of that. So emotionally, we have the Moon sitting in Aquarius, which is what it wanted me to take a look at, which is important for you, and that's your trining energy here, Libra. So that the Moon will be sitting across from the sun tomorrow, which will bring a full moon for us, and this energy is going to be quite intense for you, quite heightened, but it's asking you to really balance your energies here, not take on too much, and get a better grounding or a better foundation. Something around foundations I'm feeling from the past here is what's coming to light for you, Libra. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you again next week. Welcome, Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. This is your astrology reading for the week ahead. So I'm also going to be pulling tarot cards for you as I take a look at the chart, so I can have a look at what you need to address or what's most important for you to take a look at for the week ahead, because the chart is quite busy at the moment. There's a lot of intense energies going on, but we're going to just pull a couple of things to see what's most important for you, Scorpio. Now I'm looking straight away, we've got Scorpio sitting in opposition to Uranus, which is this energy of wanting to free you from things that make you feel trapped, which you could be struggling with this energy a little bit. It could be like not wanting to let go, but the energies of the universe only wants what's best for you, so it's asking you to approach situations perhaps in a different way, maybe a little bit more sensitively to the situations that's going on around you, conquering and things and facing your fears head on. Now this is Mars energy, so taking a look at where Mars is in Gemini, so Gemini is taking a very mental approach to your situation and facing things head on, but in a way that is a lot of strategy and planning in the situation as well. So you need a little bit of thought and strategy in the situation to deal with whatever's going on around you at the moment. Sensitive approach, of course, you need to be a little bit compassionate. Don't just be all mental and don't just be all logical. You need to put your heart in this, and you need to look at the situation on how it affects other people around you as well, or how other people's energies are affecting you. Now there's nothing going on in your chart at the moment, Scorpio. It's a little bit empty there, so we're just having a look at what's going on with the moon at the moment. Is sitting in Aquarius, and that's asking for you to find ways to be uniquely yourself in a way that emotionally allows you to feel fulfilled. Where do you feel trapped? So are there situations in your life that make you feel trapped emotionally? Are you trapped by the ups and downs of your emotions? Here we've got the Seven of Swords in the upright position, asking you just to be a little bit cautious of the people that you're dealing with when it comes to emotion and your heart. So about being compassionate around your energy towards other people, but also understanding how other people can affect your energy as well. Now we have got a full moon coming up tomorrow, the 19th of August, where the moon will sit across from the sun, but it will also be sitting across in opposition to Mercury in retrograde. So Mercury in retrograde is asking you just to go within, perhaps think about the situation a little bit more, put a little bit more thought and evaluation into the situation without going full steam ahead with these different whatever's going on around you. Now we've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position. That is saying it's quite new energy. It's quite energy of maybe where you've held back a little bit. It's saying it's time to start to deal with things. Maybe you are been on the back burner, or having to feel like you're defending yourself, or feel like you're avoiding a situation. Maybe it's time to actually face some things head on, but go into it with mental strategy, but also go into it with compassion as well, and understand how these things affect everybody around you. So one more card for you, Scorpio, while we look at what's going on around you. We've got beautiful creative energy around you, Scorpio. So this is the Ace of Wands, and that's bringing in this beautiful abundant energy. It's beautiful creative energy. It's energy of wanting to start fresh with new ideas. It could be tapping into spirit. It could be just strong energies around while the sun is still in Leo over this next week. It's saying it could be time to look forward to what it is that you've been wanting to do, and maybe it's time to start moving forward and not worrying so much about what other people think with this Seven of Swords. So instead it start to move forward, maybe not fast, because we've got an earth sign here. It could be moving forward, and it is in reverse, so it is saying you do need to start moving and stop holding back. You do need to start conquering and facing your fears here, but do so with compassion and do so with logic. So thank you for joining me, Leo. I will see you again next week. Welcome Sagittarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant sign. Your cards just fell on the floor, so I'm just picking them up so I can have a look at what is going on for the week ahead. Now there's a lot playing out in the chart. I'm taking a look at the chart while I'm pulling cards for you. There's a lot going on, a lot of energy this week. So I just wanted to focus on mostly what's important and relevant to you at this time, Sagittarius. So there's nothing going on in your sign. It's quite quiet there, but it doesn't mean that the chart's quiet. There's a lot of aspecting energies that could be firing you up. We've got a little bit of trining energy coming in from the past with that Chiron sitting in trine to you over there in Aries, asking you to free yourself from past burdens, free yourself from past traumas or anything that where you've put your walls up because of past situations. So it's wanting you to free yourself from those situations. Now we're also asking you to look at both sides, be cooperative with your energy and face things while you're looking at things from both sides of the fence. So take a look at the situation from both sides of the fence. Don't just sit on the fence. It's asking you to take a look at the situation from both sides, experience different ways maybe. So maybe you've just dealt with energies on one side of the fence. It's asking you to try new things and maybe deal with or take a look at scenarios from a different point of view, different perspective. So try new things is what it's saying. That energy is very Uranus energy and it's very Aquarian energy. So right now in Aquarius we've got the moon has entered into Aquarius today. It's 1 degree as of reading this, and I will try to get this reading up today. So it's saying that it could be emotional energy for you around the moon in Aquarius because it's asking me to take a look at what's happening in Aquarius. We've also got Pluto in Aquarius. Now Pluto in Aquarius is asking you to let go of things emotionally or come to terms with things emotionally that you've had to release or let go of or change or transform. Now we've got a page here on the table. Page is very young energy, it's learning energy, it's new, it's learns new things, it can have a level of naivety. It can have a level of going into things maybe with fresh new eyes, and is asking you to be empathetic to the situation around you. Perhaps you need to be a little bit more, and I feel you are already empathetic, but I'm feeling like maybe you need to let your walls down just a little bit or let your guards down just a little bit to allow your empathy and allow people to attract and connect to you as well, like be empathetic to your situation as well, not just you tapping into other people's energy. Now tomorrow we had the full moon. We have the moon sitting across from the sun, the full moon. So that energy is quite strong and intense this month because it's the Aquarius energy of we've got the Aquarius on the table, so it's the Aquarius moon which wants you to be uniquely yourself. It doesn't want you to feel trapped. It could be a little bit kind of newish energy to you, Sagittarius, because you're the rule follower. You follow a standard black or white procedure, but the Aquarius energy wants you to be a little bit more grey. It wants you to kind of look at things in a different way than just black or white. So this energy is what's playing out around you at the moment. Now, but we also have the moon sitting opposite to Mercury in retrograde. So that's bringing things in on an eternal level, asking you to reevaluate, to take a look within, to go within and think about things from a different perspective. Now and because we've got the Hermit, we've also got the energy of self-reflecting, going within and just self-reflecting here. Now we've got the Page of Wands, and that's all about it wants you to take a look and go further into your spiritual ability. It might take a look at some new things in the spiritual realms. You may get into something different. You may get into astrology. You want to learn a bit more about that. You may get into something like learning tarot. You could get into learning Reiki, learning a different healing modality. It's asking you to, it feels new, like it feels like a new energy coming in, but it's asking you not to think about it from like a black and white perspective, It's more of a grey perspective, so like on a different level. So it's not like, this is the right way, this is the wrong way. So I'm feeling it's very ethical, religious kind of energy here. So it's not like, this religion's wrong and this one's right. It feels like you need to maybe take a little bit from two different things. And I'm not just talking religion here, I'm talking about different modalities. So it could be you take a little bit from astrology, take a little bit from Reiki, take a little bit from religion, take a little bit from the Bible. It's like taking things from different places and understanding that it's not just black or white, not just right or wrong. It's just there's all kinds of grey areas here, and it's asking you to sit in that grey area just a little bit there, I'm feeling. And that cooperation is to see things from both sides is what I'm feeling is really important for you over this week ahead. So thank you for joining me, Sagittarius. I will see you again next week. Welcome Capricorn, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Now I'm reading the chart for you as I'm pulling cards. There's a lot going on in the chart at the moment, so I'm just going to pull a couple of cards so I can be directed on where the cards want to take me. We've got some organizing energy coming up for you, Capricorn, and I'm feeling, let me put some of these away. Okay, and that will be towards the end of the month when the sun moves into Virgo. We've also got our Gemini energy sitting here as well, with that learning more, being inquisitive, questioning things. So let's take a look at what's going on in the chart. There's nothing sitting in your house at the moment, nothing sitting in opposition to you either at the moment. Squaring you, we have got Chiron sitting there, the wounded healer, or balancing traumas or issues from the past. Could be different blocks that you're dealing with or you're learning to incorporate into your life, I'm feeling. Now we've got the balancing out, I'm feeling. So it's that balancing energy, balancing traumas from the past, balancing maybe your education from the past, I'm feeling here, Capricorn. And I'm feeling here that we've got this slow process because we've got a page, and it's the Page of Pentacles in the upright position. So this could be a very slow, long process for you. Now Chiron is sitting there for a long time. It's only 23 degrees at the moment. It's taking its time to move through Aries. So this could be a very long process of balancing out your past with your present, or your past with your future, and rectifying certain areas there. We've got that Virgo energy is about being organized, time to get organized with things, make lists, make to-do lists. And I'm feeling here, because it's that your energy, Capricorn, of wanting to achieve, I'm feeling like this needs to slow down. It needs to be done at a nice slow pace, and you need to be a bit more curious about things, question things a little bit more, what's going on around you in the world. Now we've got the full moon coming up tomorrow, which is the 19th of August. It's a bit of a hard energy. For you, I don't think it's going to be so hard. We've got that Mercury sitting in retrograde energy, and we've also got, of course, your ruling planet of Saturn is sitting in retrograde as well. So that's really internalizing for you. I feel like the Queen of Wands is sitting in the upright position, so I'm feeling like you're going to really make things happen. I'm feeling this energy, especially for you, once that sun moves into Virgo. That's where like your trining energy, that's where I feel like the energy is really going to be you're really going to pull ahead here, and you're really going to make things happen. At the moment, we've got this energy of Mercury in retrograde, which will be there until the 28th of August, and I'm feeling like it's very internal energy. You're inquiring, inquisitive in your mind. We've got that Gemini on the table, so it's like you're kind of questioning things. You're making lists with the Virgo energy, trying to get organized. But I feel like once we have that Virgo the sun moves into Virgo, I feel that's when things are really going to balance out for you, and you're going to be able to bring these ideas into fruition, and you're going to move forward at a really nice, comfortable pace. At the moment, I feel like we're still sitting in internalizing things. We're still taking information in, we're learning more, we're trying to rectify what's going on in our mind, what's going on within our body. We're trying to deal with whatever hurdles that we've faced in the past, or hurdles or blocks that are around us, and it's like trying to feel like you're trying to get a handle or a balance on some of these. I feel this is going to lighten though by the end of the week. So thank you so much for joining me, Capricorn. I will see you again next week. Welcome Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. Okay, I'm going to pull some cards for you so I can see what to focus on for you, because there's a lot going on at the moment in the chart, and I'm reading the chart while I'm pulling cards for you, Aquarius. So we've got this dependable Capricorn energy going on around you, but we've also got this beautiful artistic kind of Libra energy, where it's almost dreamy energy. I know Libra's not as dreamy as say Pisces, but it feels quite really beautiful energy around you at the moment, Aquarius. So we've got the moon sitting in your sign at the moment. If you're an Aquarius ascendant, the moon is sitting in your first house. So that's bringing your emotions to the forefront, or allowing you to deal with whatever's going on in your life a little bit better, get a better emotional perspective of things, I feel. Now it's sitting right as of today, it's sitting in conjunction with Pluto, so that could be you emotionally detaching from what no longer serves you in your life, emotionally detaching from people, places or things. But it could also be you coming to terms or dealing emotionally with whatever changes are on the horizon or that you've been through recently. Now we've got a full moon tomorrow, the 19th of August, when the moon will be in opposition to the sun, but we've also got some other things playing out there. We've got Mercury will be conjunct the sun in opposition to the moon in retrograde, so it's quite intense energies. But for some of you it could feel, I'm feeling more dreamy energy for you actually. The energy feels more going within, being Mercury retrograde, but it feels quite dreamy, the energy. It feels more tired, it could be, because we've got this empty cup with the cups in reverse. So it could be more, what I'm getting here is like more tiring energy, tired energy, fatigued energy could be around you. Where I felt the energy to be very dreamy, it feels very slow is what I'm saying here in the feeling of the energy. Now the 10 of Swords is in the reverse position, and that is about letting go, things coming to an end, because we have Pluto sitting in your house, Aquarius. It's sitting at 0 degrees at the moment. It's going to be there for the next 20 years, but I'm feeling we've got the moon sitting in there, so we're coming to terms emotionally with what changes need to be made for our highest good. But it almost feels like being in reverse, the 10 of Swords in the reverse, is giving me this feeling of detachment. So it's like there's an emotional release or emotional detachment, letting things go, and it feels good. So the energy actually feels good, even though it may feel a little tiring. You may feel a bit drained from the situation, and that's why you feel like you need to release emotionally from the situation. Or it could be that you're releasing or letting go of things in your life, and that's making you feel better because certain things have made you feel drained. So thank you so much for joining me, Aquarius. I will see you again next week. Welcome Pisces, Sun, Moon and Ascendant signs. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards while I read your chart to see what's coming up for the week ahead. Now we've got Pisces. I've pulled your card. We've got the Pisces energy here, so it's asking me to look at what's going on in Pisces, but also what's going on in Virgo, which is your opposition sign. So let's take a look at that and focus on that. I will let you know what's happening with the moon as well over this next week, because the moon is our fastest mover, so it moves through 3 signs during the 1 week. So here we're looking now at Pisces. We've got retrograde Saturn sitting in Pisces, but we've also got your ruler Neptune also sitting in retrograde. So this is your first house, so this can feel about going within, because it's all about reevaluation or evaluating things internally, internalizing whatever blocks or hurdles have come your way, and kind of trying to work through them in a very internal way. I'm feeling you may feel like there's blocks to your flow. You may not feel like you're going with the flow as much as you normally like to, and there may feel like there could be a few blocks in there as well. Now the moon goes into opposition the sun tomorrow, which gives us our full moon, where we have this crescendo of heightened energies playing out as the moon goes into a full moon. We had the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position, saying at this time just hold on to your money, don't just go spending it. You need to hold on to your money at this time. Don't be tempted to make unnecessary purchases. Now we have the Queen of Cups also in retrograde, and it's asking you also to be to hold back on your energy as well. So not only are you holding back with your money or your physical things, you're holding back with your energy here as well. Now we've got the World card, and it's also in reverse. Now this is we've got one more that's not in reverse, so it's coming up for you. Now we've got 3 reverse cards sitting on the table, but in your sign, Pisces, we've got 2 retrograde planets. So I'm feeling this energy is either asking you to look backwards towards the past and how you've dealt with things in the past. It could be bringing to light things from the past, people or places, coming back into your vision, coming back into your life physically as well, related to past situations. But most of all, it's saying don't just give away all your energy, don't give away all your possessions, don't give away all your money at this time. With the World, it's saying don't be too fast to complete things or finish with things. It could be it's asking you maybe just to hold on at the moment while you just internalize it this time. I'm also feeling here with the 8 of Pentacles in the upright position, building skills here as well. We're like building upon our skills. I also feel like we're looking towards the future with the crystal ball that's in the card. We're looking towards when we can start to complete things. I feel like at the moment we're just stalled a little bit. There's a couple of little blocks in our path, so we're really just trying to do our best with going with the flow as much as we can. It's saying, Pisces, it's time to dream, so it's time to dream about the future and think about your future. It's also time it's bringing in to highlight energies around selfless energy or service to others. So that is your Libra energy, which across from you is has the South Node sitting there, which could be bringing in things around the past. This could be past lives, this could be past traumas, it could be past life energy, or looking into things like reincarnation and past lives, karma even. We could be looking at those things. It could also be energies of wanting physical people or places from the past coming into your vision or your actual physical surroundings at the moment. So what I would say for you, Pisces, is it says time to dream. It's time to just kind of be very flowy, go with the flow, even though you're feeling like there could be a couple of little blocks or you're not being able to complete things like you thought you might have had things completed by now. But it's saying don't throw away your money, don't throw away your time at the moment and be putting it in there. I think it's wasted energy at the moment, wasted money. It's just hold back on these things at the moment. I feel once we go into the Virgo energy, the Sun in Virgo, it may start to change a little bit because the Sun is going opposite to you, Pisces. It'll be going to more of an opposition position to you, but I'm feeling like the energies may pick up a little bit for you by the end of the week. So thank you so much for joining me, Pisces. I will see you again next week.